Black Myth Wukong is finally out, and on a Monday. I don't know what's going on with that. Usually games come out, well, most media comes out either Tuesday or Thursday, but it's coming out today, which I don't have any complaints about. I'm really looking forward to playing this game. It's downloading into my Steam library as I speak to you right now. Hopefully, it's not a buggy mess, which is a critique that I hear about the game that is actually worth listening to, unlike Screen Rant, who docked the game points because it doesn't have enough inclusivity and diversity. Keep in mind, this is a game based in China on a Chinese legend about a monkey man. But it needs more inclusivity and diversity. They docked the game points because of that. Now, what's funny is, the internet does what it does and looks into it, and we have some information about the woman who wrote that article, whose name was removed for safety reasons. This person deleted their LinkedIn account, too. And we also found out that she was a DEI consultant. That's interesting, isn't it? It's almost like if you don't bow down to the controversy, they're going to come after you. And sure enough, they did, didn't they? So the funny thing about this is none of this bullshit is going to affect the game. It is currently the top seller on Steam. I expect it to sell a lot. As long as it's not broken, that's kind of the biggest thing. That is a legit concern because, well, it would be nice if the game runs. Which, to be fair, I don't know if that's been addressed or fixed. Maybe it has been. We'll see. I'm going to play it today. And we'll also see what most people say as things unfold and more people play it. I hope it runs good. The reviews that I have watched that, stick to actual things that matter in the game, all of them seem to like it. So I'm really looking forward to playing this game. Now, here's what's funny. All of these game journalists are a little upset right now because of a leaked email that dropped. And the marketing team behind Black Myth Wukong would like creators, when they review the game, to not include feminist propaganda or other trigger words such as the coof, which, why that's there is because it's a Chinese-made game, and they don't want you getting political with the review because, of course, the area where the game is from and the coof, bringing those things up. Honestly, none of that has anything to do with the game, so I don't know why you would mention those things, but feminist propaganda, 100%, because the game science team has been slandered for years now and called misogynistic and sexist and istophobic and all of those buzzwords because of some BS that happened, and some of it was pretty thoroughly debunked because of improper translations. Just, trying to make them look bad. So they would appreciate it if people didn't mention those things in the reviews, which, of course, Screen Rant went ahead and did anyway. But Screen Rant's been getting mocked ruthlessly over the internet since this review dropped 3 days ago, and rightfully so, because it's stupid to dock a game, especially this game, or any game, but to dock it points over inclusivity and diversity is stupid. And that's why the writer said, well, I'm not going to stand by what I wrote, and took her name off, and now it's by the Screen Rant team. But, of course, IGN, never missing an opportunity to become the new Kotaku, decided they were going to jump in and covered this story. So Black Myth Wukong marketing team offers content creators a Steam key but bans feminist propaganda and all talk of the coof. Do's and don'ts revealed. Legal Mindset shared this a couple days ago as well, and he might have been the first to cover it. I'm not sure. I haven't looked back that far, but I want to make sure to give him some credit since I did see it there first. But IGN makes this. There's a couple of others too. Game Rant also made one, and they were very upset about this. I more so just want to go over what it actually talks about. Like, do not insult other players. Do not include any offensive language. Do not include politics or feminist propaganda. They also have like nudity and violence. Nothing that instigates negative discourse. Do not use trigger words such as the coof or isolation, which is, of course, because the game is from China. And then, of course, they don't want you to talk about any of the politics over there or any of their news or anything, which, I mean, given where the game is made, that kind of lines up with the way they do things over there. None of those things should matter when it comes to this game, to be honest. You should just be talking about the game, whether it's a good game or not. That's what really matters with this. And if it's a good game, that's a great thing. It looks great. I'm actually really hyped to play this game. It looks beautiful, and it looks fun. Looks like a cross between God of War and Dark Souls. Which is right up my alley, to be honest. So I'm happy with it. But the Screen Rant people, the IGNs, the gamers, not gamers. I'm talking about The Gamer. And that's an actual website that still somehow exists. I like to call them The Gamer, because all they seem to care about is if a game has enough gay stuff in it. But none of these outlets like these kinds of games because they do the opposite of what Western studios do. I mean, look at Stellar Blade. You could put Stellar Blade up there with Black Myth Wukong. Look at all the shit that game had. And why did it get so much garbage? Because it had a sexy woman who was dressed sexy in the game. And they all had a fit about it. You know, they've made a lot of headway in Western gaming. Look at how ugly all the female characters in Western gaming are now. That's a win for all these game journalists. And they don't like that. It seems, because they always go hard on these Asian games. It's kind of hypocritical the way they go at them, because they always want to push their views and politics on all of these Asian developers. And then they run around and talk about colonialism and all this shit, and they don't even realize what they're doing. But I think this game is going to sell very, very well. I'm really hoping we don't have another Cyberpunk issue here, because a lot of people were talking about technical difficulties with this game, mostly the PC version. I don't know if the PS5 version runs better or not, but I'm hoping all of this gets fixed and the game runs good. That would be ideal. So we'll see. I hope it's a fun game, and I hope it runs good. And I hope all these people melt down over how well it does, because once again, people will prove that opinions from outlets like Screen Rant don't matter, because they don't. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.